Angel's hands in
Okay,
rock. He does it every fucking
looks
time.
Fine. Looks
Be
just
aware.
fine.
Don't get
Good.
Cancel
We'll
it.
do that.
Yeah, you cancel it by using rock.
Oh.
DP.
Okay, so
She still got
we are
shields.
here. Looks like we have solid stream quality
Nice
this
speed,
time.
No. Oh, they're on Diva.
They're
actually.
Diva.
Jug can split mid. Sim
We
one.
are looking at
Outside,
this.
up,
Looks
stay
like
in,
our
stay in,
internet
stay in.
connection is stable this
Stay in.
time for the stream, and
Push
we
out Diva,
are
push out
looking at
Diva.
this. We are having a bit of the brawl matchup. Oh, it looks like Northeastern gets a
really
pit,
close
but
to
then
Sim.
they are able to trade back Kyle. So Sim can be a real damage
Raptors are
machine,
two,
but
Raptors are
it looks
two.
like we have
I
the
need
space
help up
for
point.
Yeah, push
Northeastern
me.
here.
They have
For
window.
those that don't know, this is a rematch. The Bay State did knock down yesterday Northeastern to the lower bracket in Group 2, but Northeastern has won their way back by taking out Mizzou, who took out
We can play through window. They window
took out North Texas. So this is for the winner of Group 2.
They had a lot of angles.
And while Northeastern took an
I'll
early
try and call
lead,
for my shield.
Weird shit.
angles can be
Kinda
a
need
thing.
Yeah.
And ultimately, Bay State is able to turn it
Jug
before
peeking
Northeastern
left,
gets the
care.
cap.
Do we have
You can
TP?
TP past. Yeah, just TP past. The Jug's not with them. Go.
Yeah, TP on the Diva, TP on the Diva.
Diva.
We didn't take
Here's
up.
shatter on the left.
We're split. We're split.
Pushing left, pushing left.
It's really
They
far.
definitely have someone.
Even. Ryan, come in.
Really weak.
Don't let Ryan
Like,
come
we're
in. Don't let
really
Ryan
weak
come in.
on
Left, left,
resources
left.
for
Do not let him come in.
Back.
Close.
having 3 people up while the other 3 weren't in the fight caused them to drain resources, caused us to immediately go behind on our Reinhardt and Lamp, and then we're just too far
They are
behind.
feeding. They are literally feeding.
Not going to be able to win that
Back,
fight
though,
if
'cause,
we
like, I
take
took
it that
TP and I
disjointed.
didn't-
We didn't get TP. I didn't. The TP was not on me. I couldn't see him.
Okay.
How winnable is this matchup?
They have Symbol. They have Symbol, Shatter.
How do I diplomatically push it? We would certainly not be. It would be a major upset for Northeastern to win this. The top 6 teams are quite a bit better than the teams behind the top 6. I'll put it that way.
Dunk one. Absolutely one. Watch the bomb. Watch bomb.
Sim close left.
Oh, that's such bad timing.
The top 6
trying to
teams
help
would
you.
mostly look at home in contenders
They
or
might have spawned
in
TP.
trials,
they
whereas the teams behind that are
Right,
more
push
top
right.
open
Sim right here,
division
Sim right
level
here.
teams.
Jump flank it right now.
Come on. Wait, jump.
Behind.
On the ground. Reset. We have one more fight.
You're gonna try and
We
push.
should be able to be fine as long as you live Hirsch. Hirsch, go left.
So, put lightly, this
You have
would
to
be
make
a
them
very
turn.
tough one,
Pushing main.
Mercedes.
I can't.
I can try and touch.
Ship and go.
Yeah, you have to go. TP fast.
Coming, still coming. Wait. Keep it now. Oh,
Don't
it's
touch it. Yeah.
Hirsch, I think you gotta make him turn if you're like.
I was already half health and somebody was looking at me. I wouldn't have made it. Like Lucio just boops me and everybody else is gonna sit in.
And it's not too surprising. I mean, Bay State, everyone there is going to be like a 4 or 5 level
We
player.
gotta pick. We gotta
Northeastern is
call
going
it
to
right
have
and, like, stack together and push us.
2 4 5 4
There's
6
angles
level
around us,
players.
and we have to like.
That's unfortunately
find
how
the
it works.
target
Now
that's most
Northeastern will
vulnerable
play
and
up
that the
to a
other people
4
can't
4
shoot
4
it
5
at.
level as a team, but you know, a
And then we
team
should
of
have
4
looked
5
at to
4
see that
6
the
players
switches were all
can
stacked on the right.
play up higher if they really got their
What are we
macro.
running, Simon?
In a lot of ways, our
Definitely
macro is very, very good. That is part of what lets us push up and play, you know, when we have a team that's mostly made up of like 4 3s, we'll say, 4 2s. Our tank line would be the exception to that, of course.
And Echo.
But ultimately, just, you know, there is a different speed of play.
Come in.
Zen break.
In the off-season, after
Break
homecoming,
in.
I am
Oh,
looking
there's
to
one.
get this team. Unfortunately, we had a scrim
Zen's on
schedule
our
that was
side,
a
our
little
side.
tough this season, where we had to play
Alright,
6 to 8 blocks one day and 10 to 12 blocks another day, and those are both off blocks. They're not the main 8 to 10 blocks.
Jump it on
That
your
didn't
Zen,
limit
Zen,
our
Zen,
scrim
Zen,
partner
Zen, Zen,
options. I would
Zen,
like
Zen,
to start
Zen,
getting
Zen,
them
Zen,
scrimmed against.
Good, we did it.
Before they start seriously taking down these top six, I'm going to want to see them
Go behind.
taking more scrims against, you know,
Push out the trace.
number 18, number 17, number 19, that sort of thing.
Oh, I tried
Echo
that.
one close. Tracer good. Diva, on point. They had the point. We
Diva.
Because while they scrim against other top 16 teams, I really like them scrimming much closely against
I don't want to get through.
top 10 teams, like almost exclusively.
You gotta
Hey,
stay
can we
low.
TP main? Can we TP main?
Wait,
We
3 seconds.
have to. Their Echo's behind us.
Okay, go.
Do we have TP?
Oh, it's a bit shallow.
That's fine, it's fine.
Winston.
Zen Mercy right here.
Zen.
We need to speed onto them.
Okay.
With you.
So
Let
as
me go,
we
let me
see
go.
here,
I got him.
Northeastern
Nice,
is
now we go
making
back,
their
now we go
TP
back.
play to try to go chase something
Yeah,
down.
Tracer dead.
Nice.
They get
nice.
some of it,
Take
but
one.
not enough, and the point
Take
gets
one,
flipped.
take one.
That should break the duplicate. And then they should be able to reflip it here.
Mercy.
As you can see, this is a brawl versus dive matchup here.
I need
And
Mercy.
it generally comes down to
Nice.
you
Echo one,
want
help me,
the brawl team to sort of
Help me,
anchor that point, get
Yeah,
control
yeah,
of
I'm
it,
in
make
the
them
field.
run
Quick
on
point,
you.
quick point.
You
Left
have
side of
more
point.
ability to
Get it. There's Zen's
brawl
baiting.
if you can
Zach, kill it.
keep the fight on point than the dive concept,
Oh, I missed him. Careful.
unsurprisingly.
Trace me. I'm chilling, Kyle.
Zen one.
Careful.
Okay, Meekin and Abs.
Me and Zach and Kyle all need to help. We're gonna TP point, use
we
our
need to
3
stack
L to
together.
pop. Yeah, Zach on Simon.
At least it
they
looks
use
less
mine.
one-sided than Versailles. Yeah, I mean, ISU
They've
is
trans.
the best
They
team
copied
in
me.
collegiate
They use
Overwatch
them.
and North American
I will.
contenders.
They're gonna try and kill QG.
But they will not be that powerful next semester. Well, they
You
have
got
a good,
boosters.
strong
Sorry, let's
recruiting
wait,
now
we can
because now they have the
wall-
legacy.
walls in.
They've already lost
We TP
players to Owl.
horizontal wall,
You know, they've
horizontal.
already had
wanna stick out-
three, I
Where's
believe,
their
pickups
Zen?
to
I'm
Owl
gonna
there.
kidnap Keep it low.
I don't know which horizontal you meant. It's good. It's good.
And they have good, you know, 4-4, 4-5 players behind that, but those are not Owl players.
Oh, let's push.
Balls on you,
Let's push.
QG, balls on you,
Speed
QG.
in.
We know.
Okay.
They're
Kyle, where do you want to go? Let me know.
Out of here.
Oh, okay.
I'll try to help you.
I'll half.
Echo Mercy.
On Echo.
I'm shooting Mercy.
Okay. So we shouldn't really still have needs on the Doomfist here. I'm not totally clear on
Echo
why
going-
needs
Echo
to come
feeding
back
for
on
me.
the
Echo one.
Doomfist. Needs
Echo.
this
Don't
Doomfist
let them
build
back,
is
don't
something
let
to
them
go
back, don't let them
fishing
back.
against
I
other
got it,
brawl
I got it,
teams.
I got
You
it.
really
Tracer,
expect him more on a
Mercy's top.
Tracer, a
Then
Sombra,
Conan.
even a
Give it
Maid
one,
gives
DP.
more
Mercy
value
wall, their
against
side,
these
their side,
dive
coach.
teams than the Doomfist really does.
I got two.
It's possible
I'm
that,
done.
you know, he got cycled.
Push in.
He should swap here. It's possible
They're resing,
previously he had his ult when he got eliminated or something.
How about
Needs to please swap.
I have a
Kyle, swap.
Swap.
Yeah, swap. Go Kree Tracer.
Okay, that's good
Why
with
don't you
me.
go ball back?
Yeah.
Wait, why don't...
Do we
Yeah,
play
yeah,
ball
it's just swap ball comp.
Yeah, bulk up
You
here
want-
is fine.
Safer window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright,
I'll first
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, that's fine.
hold on.
Am I Sombra?
I want
I'm
a core to
Sombra.
go bottom right. No. Legs
It's
was
fine. I trust.
Watch plus.
I'm
missed.
gonna touch
Ow.
point. Touching point. No worries.
Alright.
Echo's chasing. You guys can push. They're all turned.
Push.
I can send
Push.
between.
I'm on you.
Touch.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Oh,
Wait,
I thought
it's my
Simon was
sound?
gonna touch there, but okay.
No,
It
I
was
just
close.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, faded. You
I
don't
don't
need
know.
to drop that many question marks.
What the fuck happened to my music? No, I have it on. Okay, I don't know.
This music
I didn't
is
hear it
not on.
play.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't check the percentage. It's my bad.
Okay, not a big deal. So we've got to decide where we want to take it. And what do you guys feel like? Do you feel like, hey, we can go for some ball matchup against these guys? We know what that feels like from yesterday. Or do you want to go for more brawl? Control Center was tough, but our real brawl is a little different than our Control Center brawl.
I don't go or ball comp. I don't know.
I'm okay
I
with
just
that.
trust our ball comp in general.
What's the 3 maps?
I'll try it again.
So the maps
It's
that we can...
Numbani, Kings Row, and
Numbani, Kings Row, and Hollywood. So I would take us to Numbani if that's what we're doing.
They might play double bubble.
They might, but
Yeah.
Double Bubble isn't
I don't
particularly
want to go
scary.
Hollywood.
You want to go
Yeah, I
Hollywood?
don't want
I kind of want to go Hollywood.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
that Nimbani.
Okay.
Or
Like,
I
they
don't-
ran over us pretty hard with the monkey in the last time.
Yeah, that's fair. So let's go ahead and take it to Hollywood then. And what we're going to want to think about here is, remember, we've struggled on second if we let ourselves get stuck. Our second started to get better when we just went, unless we're literally sitting on EMP, Valk, things like that. We're going to swap off for second point to our Mercy plus Echo there, rather than getting locked into the Brig Sombra. Because we need to be able to take angles against those high ground holds, especially on our offense. And our defense, it matters a little bit less. But on our offense especially, we need to make those swaps happen as soon as we can, because we need to be able to do multi-directional hits, and that requires an element besides our ball being able to go vertical.
Mhm.
Cool? Cool?
Yep.
You guys got this.
All right.
If you do run into the monkey comp, because it is a possibility on second, and they could continue to play it into third there, remember, you're playing to win the sides. I do not mind focusing the monkey, but do put pressure on the DPS, especially if Genji comes out.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Alright, if we're on a ball mirror, their other ball is my biggest fan, and he likes to just chase me around the map. So
They
like,
put their brig in.
Yeah, that they might be playing. Well, yeah, but or ball comp.
Yep.
Kick some butt. Okay, there they go. We are muted, and we'll flip back here. Hey, Zap Pat. Jacob says, snap, I know Infernal. I didn't know they were doing collegiate. She's a fantastic diva. Excellent, excellent.
Yes, Deets.
Yeah, no, Bay State is good, and we've actually gone and scrimmed in person with them because our schools are like 5 minutes away from each other. So it's fun. It's a fun one. Okay, so we're jumping through to map 2 here. This was
We
Northeastern's pick because Northeastern did lose Lijiang to Bay State. So now we head over to Hollywood.
Hog.
And we can see Northeastern is
Body
walking
block
out on
splash.
their patented Bastion
just
hog
look at
comp
everything that
because
goes
that's
on.
totally a thing. Totally a thing.
Simon, what's your roll at?
What do they have?
I'm gonna go bottom left.
I want to play
Do you
safe.
see anything?
Probably come with you.
Yeah.
Is
Is that a Hanzo? Is that a Hanzo?
So what we're
Genji?
actually seeing here is a Zen Ball comp with a
Interesting.
Sigma variation.
Hanzo Genji Zen.
Oh my god, you saved me.
They ball
Okay.
and stick.
Bap.
With
Bap.
Bap. They're
Bottom left in
Bap.
three.
That-
I don't
Yeah,
really
you wanna
approve
take
of
the bottom
Hanzo
left, take
plus
the bottom left.
Genji. That's
pressure
not
me
really
a
an
little.
optimal combination.
You just walked in. Okay.
Wait, break shield, break shield.
Hanzo Genji makes more sense if you're playing a bunker, but they are not
Okay,
playing a
break
bunker.
shield.
Zen's all the way top high ground. All the way top high ground.
Need to pack.
Yeah, Hanzo drop.
Let's go for it. Yo, break
Let's
Zen.
go
I
for Hanzo,
want
let's
to
go for Hanzo.
wall.
I'm moving
I'm
Hanzo,
walking,
moving
I'm
Hanzo. Hanzo Vision.
Can you warp me, Keith?
They left.
Yeah, you do want to dive this comp. I mean, we
Not
have
point,
the
not
extra
point,
dive
not
element with our Tracer Genji,
I'm-
whereas they're
I'm-
the Hanzo Genji.
We're walking all the way left. I might go for Zen. Going for Zen, going for Zen.
What?
Oh, I
Set up
whiffed, I
your
whiffed.
angles and then hit your dive, guys.
Get your dash.
So unfortunately, pressure's just a
Zen
little
one.
too
Zen,
disjointed. It probably would have worked
Zen,
against a
Zen,
lesser
Zen,
team, but the
Zen, Zen,
wraparound that
Zen,
was
Zen,
happening to
Zen,
get
Zen,
people
Zen,
behind
what
them,
the-
Hirsch was under a little too much pressure and got
Zen,
finished
Zen,
off
Zen,
before the team was fully relevant there. So doesn't quite work.
They snap.
Okay,
One sec, one sec.
they lose them.
Take
You
one, take one, take one, take
recall.
one.
You keep the
Take
pressure
one.
on, but you're down. Yep. He needed
Take
to
someone.
stay out
Oh.
of
Heals
the
up
fight
there.
there. He didn't have recall and he was low on blinks. He
Sig
can
with pin,
poke
sig low,
from
sig
the
low.
outside, but he can't
Oh,
actually
get
go
out,
in like that.
Tracer. No,
Nuri.
I'm gonna take bottom left. There's a Genji bottom left.
So do teams
I'm
just
at-
casting now, or do
Do
they
we go
still
bottom
use
left
Creon
as well?
comps?
Come.
It
Bottom,
depends.
yeah.
Ready?
You get
Three,
used to
two, one.
Casty
I'm taking
relatively quickly if you're playing,
Go,
because
go,
all
go.
the voice
Tracer.
lines now say Casty, and it does start to change it for
I
you.
don't have any
But
packs.
a lot of people have, Kree just years of muscle memory effectively for calling it.
I think you guys need to let me and Tracer take a lane first. Because if we push bottom left and then you guys push bottom left,
Yeah.
we have no lanes.
Yeah.
Tracer
They have
So
Blades and
I can take
Blade.
right
Made
side
that.
then.
it's part of why I'm not in
Right.
love with
Yeah,
our
yeah, go right
Hollywood,
side.
but yeah, we can go through. I'd actually be
Yeah, you go
perfectly
right side,
happy
I go
to
left.
stand
Chaser close.
exactly behind them back
Tracer
through
right
their
side.
spawn.
Top left, Nuri.
Good.
On needs.
Alright,
Seven,
bottom left.
mid.
I'm all the way in the spawn
Okay,
flank.
Nice, nice. I might mine their sig top row.
Yeah, go for it, go
Oh,
for it.
some
back
recap.
up.
Twisted.
No, that's all of
Go
your
get him,
cooldowns.
please.
That's
Just
literally all of your cooldowns.
Running sig off.
And it's all of your
Go to
cooldowns,
Zen.
not well, okay, it
Nice,
is all of your
nice.
cooldowns to win the fight. I'll take it.
Genji low, Genji low. No
Browning
defense.
after this.
That was
I don't
panic,
Go for it,
like he
no.
knows better
Oh
than
god.
that.
My bad.
Top dead.
Okay, that's
Up
a
behind.
big expensive ult. Oh, okay.
Tracer
In rally
Nuri,
that we
on
really
boxes, on
didn't
boxes.
need, and
Balls
we
with it,
definitely
they're
didn't
here.
need that
Just come out.
early. But I get it. It happens,
Whoa,
especially
whoa.
when you're scared that the opponents can outmuscle you.
Care mine, care mine.
Unfortunately,
chance
being
in.
scared that they can outmuscle
I'll
you,
fluxing after.
and therefore ulting more,
Give
can
you
cause
back
you to
time.
fall
They
behind.
have flux,
Can you
they
do
have
that?
flux.
Genji
Get
low,
up
In
in
the
the
ult
house,
bank,
Evans.
which
Get up in
then
the house. Keep finishing.
Genji one.
Cause
Genji taking
you
high.
to get
Upstairs.
outmuscled by ult.
ult.
I get it though. It's natural to fall into the habit.
Sig low, sig low.
Would have been really nice to have the rally
Six,
for
six, six,
the
six, six.
later part of the
Yeah.
fight, the recontest,
Oh,
but
This
that's
is
life.
dead, This is dead. This is dead.
No,
Yeah.
I'm on.
You don't.
Oh, fuck.
Why are you blinking in like that? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Okay.
They
Yeah,
couldn't have
fuck.
chased you if you just hung out behind them again, if you just
Oh,
left
maybe
out towards
rally.
their spawn. What elo is this on
They-
average?
pulse on you.
I can guarantee you that Bay State
They're
is
like
scrimming
halfway.
4-5 plus,
They definitely
so
fucked, I think.
top scrim, and I can
Yeah, dude,
tell
you
you
set up
that
the hack
Northeastern
save
is
when we walk in.
scrimming 4-4 to 4-5.
Sure.
Now, in
Okay.
terms
Look at
of our scrim SRs
Yeah.
inflated
Look at the
over
flickers
real
that are really
SRs,
Oh,
yeah,
Chaser,
yeah, they
Chaser,
jar a
Chaser.
little
Yeah,
bit,
Chaser,
and if you
Chaser,
put the
Chaser.
team's real
Chaser.
average for Northeastern,
now.
it would probably
Still
be
high alert.
about
There's like
4-3
three chases.
They're all back, they're all back here.
between
Walking
our
left.
2-4-5 players
We
and the
have
rest
to
of
have
the
a
team
touch.
being about
I can
4-2-4-3,
touch.
and Bay State would probably be like an actual 4-5 or a very high
Big
4-4.
touch.
But you know, scrim SRs are what people use when they're talking about a team's level.
You got it, Kyle.
Alright, I'm in.
Score 0.
My bad. My rally was really badly timed.
But it's become a bit annoying, quite frankly, because
It'd be better with a target focus.
teams have gotten a little
When that
inconsistent.
ball is like 1 HP in Discord, we
as
have to
things have
focus.
gone
on it.
here in
He
terms
gets a
of
slam
what
off
teams
and
are
kind of
reporting
just-
their scrim SR as, and it
It's
can get
an
annoying when
easy
you see
cleanup for
like, wait,
whoever comes
that's
in.
a 4-3 team or that's a 4-2 team saying it's 4-5 to the point at which the actually 4-5 teams are going like, we want to scrim 4-6, and I'm going, okay, I was good scrimming 4-4 when people were serious about the 4-4s, whereas now I'm in the point where it's like, okay, we just have to say 4-5 plus only because there's too many 4-2 teams trying to scrim 4-5. Like it's a bit of an inflation war going on there.
Hypotheses are correct.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Locational danger report. Beware of potholes.
Set up.
And for those
Well,
that
I'm
don't know, in
definitely
the
gonna get
tier
punished, so you guys
3,
need to
tier 2 scene, about
figure out some ways
4-5
on-
plus is about when you start hitting, hey, these are the teams that, you know,
big in.
trials teams generally scrim about
I can
4-5
see them from below.
as a
So just make sure you guys are ready.
equivalency there.
5, 4.
Which is why everyone's a little hesitant to go higher than that with their scrim numbers.
Attackers incoming.
Genji,
Wait,
Genji
one of our
Widow,
support-
Sig, Ana, Brig.
As a
Water
response
Curse.
to other people inflating
Never
the
mind,
scrim
don't
numbers,
play it.
is what I mean by that.
Ball's going left. Or right for us.
There's no way he's left.
I'm
Widows.
so
But basically, everyone's right about at the edge where you stop
There's no
using
way he's
numbers.
left behind the car.
To be
No, no, no,
perfectly
no.
honest, because contenders
Go for
teams,
it.
I can tell you, do not
me,
use
Anna.
numbers.
We're
No
doing
trial
server,
teams
server.
don't really use
There's
numbers.
no deflect. I'll touch.
You
We
just
don't-
say what team you are looking for a
I don't
scrim,
know,
and there's
sleep
a
on
small
point.
enough
Yeah, I'm
number
going for
of
it
you
in a
that you
Big
track
and I'm
what
gonna
a good
help.
scrim looks like, and you know
I'm in.
it's
I'm
good.
big Sam. Big.
Big
Break the
distant.
shield.
I'll take.
Auto.
Break one. Oh,
Okay, we're battling it out for this.
Follow, one.
I'll take.
Bring is low. Right.
Big one. Let me
Still
take.
turnable.
Big low. Big low.
If you could get her. Nope. And that's going to be the end of it.
Genji low.
We'll get a recontest, but it's going to be pulling
Something
teeth
in
the
the
whole way back.
Give it time,
The
give it
opening
time.
was that brig there.
I might have to fade onto point.
You got this.
Yeah, go for it.
I've messed up my fade.
Mine.
They're going to try. Okay. That's going to be the end of that, I'm afraid. So Bay State will have the higher seed. Both of these teams will
Dang.
be going on to Open Division,
Trying to
or
test
not
the
Open
ball, he
Division,
just slammed me
collegiate
3 times
playoffs.
with this roll.
So we will be looking
I
at
wanna
both
see
of
what
these
happens.
teams in playoffs. The expectation
Oh,
now
do we
is that
do the
Bay
thing where
State
you,
will
like,
get the better seed.
I have no
Like,
clue.
look
And,
away from his booth. and then you
Northeastern
do it
will
again.
get the lower seed of these
I
two
just kept getting
teams.
booped.
And every
And I was
group had a
looking at
setup like this, so you know, it, in theory, should be one team gets high seed, one team gets low seed
I
out
have no
of
clue.
each group.
I'll
We
probably
don't know
see it
how much
right
they'll
there
factor
when I
in the
instantly died in
previous,
defense.
or if they'll just completely
I'll look
defer
at
to the previous Swiss bracket seeding beyond
messed
that,
up.
or
It's
instead
kinda
of that.
contested,
But
and
that's
I
what
got
we're looking
rolled.
at. If you guys have enjoyed the content, please do drop a
Alright,
like, consider
so we-
subscribing, and I hope to see you guys next week for both homecoming stuff as well as for NACE stuff, because Northeastern did win their division there, the OTSU battle earlier today, and I will now
Oh.
catch up with my team. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Okay.